Earthlings, it's Nico. It is July 25th and it's a Friday, and this is the Elvenspun weekly update. I don't have a whole heck of a lot to update you on, but I'm sure I can ramble for a while. So sit down, enjoy, and listen to my voice ramble on about stuff that is not incredibly important in the long run. So I have not been creating things for about a month, except for the birthstone alicorns. I have been super lazy. I can't honestly remember the last collection I did. What was my last collection? Oh my god. So bad. I've also been having a lot of spotty memory issues. Like, thoughts are just going in and out of my brain, and I'm pretty sure it's related to a new medicine I'm on, because that is one of the side effects. So that's super fun. At least it's just my short-term memory so far. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what was my last collection? God, I can't remember. I don't know. So anyway, haven't really been working on things. I have been super depressed. Super duper depressed, and it's depressing to be so depressed. I am okay. As think I've said in other videos, I am okay. It's not like a destructive depression. It's just sad. I can deal with sad. So I haven't been making anything. Except for birthstone alicorns. I have made and worked on those. But even that, it's just been really slowly making them. It's been hard to get myself to actually do something. Even though I want to do stuff. But that I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like, yes, I'm coming downstairs, I want to make something, and then I just hit a wall. And that wall is just sadness. And it's very frustrating. I am okay though. I really am. I promise. So things have been happening, which is kind of cool. Not creating things, but other things in my work area. This is an entire, I don't even know how big the room is. It's bigger than a room that I would expect to be able to use from my own would be. It's bigger than my bedroom, I will say that much. We live in a very small bedroom. But it's bigger than our bedroom. It also is kind of like a pantry area, like in the front half, but it's like the front maybe quarter of the room. It's just like 2 shelves for like surplus pantry food. So it's a lot of space. But this was my late mother-in-law's office, where hello sir, you can come up. Come on. Where she created all of her beautiful cards and scrapbooking stuff. And she has a hoard of craft supplies. As I've said, like in other videos, it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. And I said before, I could probably fully furnish a paper crafting store with everything she has and be stocked for probably 3-4 months if it's slow. Doesn't sound like a lot. Probably 6 months if it's slow. 3 to 4 months on a normal, like, regular customers coming in and out. It's a lot of supplies. A lot. Like, stupid amounts. Stupid amounts were already given away. But I don't have anywhere to pull things out and set them aside and work on an area and being able to take stuff out of the area. It's like I'm working around everything. Just, there's no place to put any overflow from said area. My brother-in-law that lives like 3 hours away from us came up, and he really wants to get some of this stuff taken care of. And I have just been kind of been surrounding myself with my supplies because there wasn't any place to put my surplus supplies. So I was just like creating a semicircle around my work chair, and it's very overwhelming. And I think that is a small part of the depression. But he brought in four tiers, like he said I can't even talk. He brought in a shelf unit that has wheels that teachers at his school uses when they don't have a set classroom. And it moves beautifully, it's very smooth, and it's very big. And the first thing that we made space was there were 3 filing cabinets. There were 2 full-size ones and like a half-size short one. And I got everything that I could possibly use to sell some of Mom Carter's supplies, because there's a lot of usable supplies, and Dad Carter would really, really like and appreciate for those to be sold, to use the money for an engraving or something for where her ashes are going to be put. Currently, she's sitting on the piano. It's fine. She's part of family time every day. It's great. But there is a place that she and eventually Dad Carter and me and my husband are going to be placed after we've passed. And I think whatever can be sold supply-wise from her paper crafting is going to be used towards that, or for bills or whatever he needs. He just says that it would be appreciated. So I have separated the supplies from that specific area that I think can be sold, and put them on one level of the shelf. And then the other, 2 levels I have for my supplies, which is amazing. And then the top level is just for like, it's like 1.5 feet from the ceiling. Is a pretty tall shelf unit. So we're just putting things that aren't too tall up there, because sometimes we're going to need to move the shelf unit out of the office to give more room so I can move the furniture pieces around, because there are plastic filing cabinets, but they're not like tall metal ones, like plastic drawer cabinet things that she has, like so much gorgeous scrapbooking paper craft paper, so much. There's a lot of them. So in order for us to move things around, the shelving unit's going to be pulled out and put into the dining room for like a couple of days so I can move things, and it's getting done. It's nice. I don't have to do anything else on it currently until my brother-in-law gets back, because we're going to try and be a team doing this. He comes up here to relax, and he has volunteered to help several times. And I finally took him up on it. I'm just like, I just need help, even if it's him just taking out the stuff that I deem unsellable, or just get rid of it. I'm not going to use it. If a school can use it, like there's a little 3-drawer cabinet thing that's on wheels. Maybe a teacher can use it. It's in good condition, but I'm not going to use it. It's just, there's so much stuff. There's so much furniture in this room. But it's okay. Things are getting done. It's okay. I did make my chibi collection for July yesterday and the day before. I think I started on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Yesterday's Thursday. Today's Friday. So I did do a chibi collection. I could have released it today. I did not. I didn't stress myself out about it. I also want to add more things, for not necessarily chibi things, but more things. I have some earring sets that I have laid out. If I can find where I put my gold jewelry findings. Anyway, I have stuff set out to make stuff like bookmarks and earrings. But yeah, I just didn't want to be stressed out this week. We are also, my brother-in-law is currently with both of my brother-in-laws. Kevin is the youngest of 3, so his 2 older brothers are currently in Europe on a vacation, which is good for them. Please leave the plastic bag alone. I don't want your, I know you're so cute. I don't want your head getting caught in it and you suffocating. Because you don't make noise when you're in trouble. He doesn't make any noise when he's in trouble. He just looks at me like I magically know how to fix everything. I wish I did. I just don't want him to do anything tragic. I know he's playing with the plastic to get my attention also. So yeah, I will be having an adoption next week. Let me show you the 2 birthstone aliacorns for June and July, and then some of the dinosaur chibis. Because the chibis are dinos. They're also not really currently standing up in the tray. I just have them here. So, excuse me. We have June. June's birthstone is pearls. I could not get my hands on half black pearls. I wanted also some black pearls with the white, but I didn't have them. So she has her black roses and little rhinestones on the back of her tail are black. She is very beautiful. And I am hating making wings less. So that's good. That's also one of the reasons why I'm making them. I want to make them better. I want to have my own style of wing that I'm comfortable with. And I want to not hate making them. They're not the worst thing to make, but they're not my favorite. This is July. I don't want to put too much pressure on just one limb and have it snap. That would be my luck. And let me show you some of the dinosaurs. We got a Brachiosaurus, a Spinosaurus. I had so much fun painting these guys last night. We have a pterodactyl. I still call these dinosaurs, usually in my mind, I call these dinosaurs by their Land Before Time names and what they used to be called back in the 80s and 90s. Like, this was a Brontosaurus back then. It is now classified as a Brachiosaurus. This is a Stegosaurus. I guess I'll just show you all of them. And I have a little Tyrannosaurus Rex. Isn't he cute? Oh my god. So cute. And Triceratops. Those are the large sizes. I can't pronounce the name of what this is for the life of me. There's a couple I can't. This used to be called a duck-billed dinosaur. It kind of is still referred to it. I can't pronounce its scientific name. I just can't. But I did my little take, kind of using a mandarin duck. Little red cheeks and stuff. Of course, have a velociraptor. Little claws. And I wrote all their names down because I knew I was gonna need to remember them. Oh, this is the other one I can't pronounce. An Ankylosaurus. That's my best guess. This one was also the biggest pain in the butt to be able to stand up because that head is just so big. Oh my goodness. And then this is the Plesiosaurus. I love how it turned out. I also love the shade of teal that I mixed up. And am I missing it? Oh, this is a small one. It's 4, 5. Okay, so that's 10. I showed you all of them. So these will be part of the adoption next Friday. Cool, let me put them down. I recently had a birthday. I am much older. I'm a year older than I was last year. But my husband was very nice. He took me out for the day. He actually gave me my present before we went to sleep, since we are awake and work from 8 to 4:30. So we work from 8 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. That is our schedule. He came home and gave me the first part of my birthday present, which was 2 Lego botanical sets. One was a cherry blossom, and the other one wasn't the Lego brand, but it was a hydrangea. So pretty, so pretty. And just as nice as the Lego brand too, but the Lego one was the cherry blossom, and then another brand brick flower botanical thing was like a hydrangea bloom. They were so pretty. I had to put them together myself. My fingers were very sore for several weeks afterwards, but the fingertips feel better now. He also, the next day, took me out, and there was a new bookstore that opened in the next state above us, so up north. It's only like a half-hour drive. There's a new Barnes & Noble, and I wanted to go into Bath & Body Works. I was going to call it Bed Bath & Beyond. Bath & Body Works, just to get a new citrusy candle. Did not find that candle, but I found a different one, which is upstairs. And then we went to Michael's that I got nothing from, which is crazy. Absolutely, I brought nothing home from Michael's. So, didn't find anything at the bookstore. Unfortunately, it was a very, very, very small Barnes & Noble. I've never been in one that small. Very cute. It didn't have any of the authors that I normally enjoy reading. It has a lot of featured books from like modern authors, which is fine. I'm not saying anything. Orion, leave the ant trap alone, sir. He knows better. You're just trying to get attention and make me stop talking. So a lot of like authors I see on Book Talk, which is cool. I was looking for a couple of specific Mercedes Lackey books, and they didn't have anything from her in it. It really just looked like books from Book Talk, books that are currently now being talked about and being promoted by authors, which is amazing, but I wasn't interested in any of them. So I didn't get any books. I got a single candle. We smelled all the smells at Bath and Body Works. All of them. We literally opened every single candle. There was like, I guess, a sale happening there. But we came out with one candle that we liked. Out of everything, one candle. So that was fine. And it was like half off anyway, which was even better. It's a pretty big candle. And then we went to like Walmart. And Walmart is where I got the rest of my birthday present from, which is fine. I was very happy with it. But we went to Walmart not to look for stuff for me, but to get cat food and cat litter. We got that, and we got a couple of snacks. And I was like, hey, let's look in the craft aisles, because I like to do that. I got stuff. I'll show you. Oh, it's heavy because it's clay, which is cool. Most of it's clay. He got me 2 more base clays. He is so sweet. This is, oh right, I forgot. I got the terracotta color and just the plain clay. This is the original Sculpey. It is good depending on what you're using it for. I am not making thin pieces for earrings and jewelry out of this stuff. This is my bulking clay for when I make bigger sculptures. I use it more often than not. Like when I need to bulk out pieces, I use this. It is my base clay. I have not used the terracotta color. It seems a bit harder, but that could just be because of how it was stored while it was transported. Yeah, this is much softer. But if if it's the same mix, same ingredient list, if it's made the same way as just the white stuff, it'll be fine for base things like making the flower pot dragons. Those are fairly big pieces, and my trade winds pieces. But this is very nice. He saw the color and he's like, I'm getting you clay. And I was like, I love you. He will also bring me home clay just because if he's at Walmart and he thinks of me, he's like, I'll get her a clay or snacks. Snacks are always good too. I did get some barrette clips. I can't find mine that I have here, so I got more. Well, he got me more. And he just looked at me, he's like, are you sure you just want me to get you clay stuff? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Got these. I have a similar set in Florida. Everything's in Florida, it seems. But I finally got some, like, edge cutters. Clay cutters. Blade clay cutters. So this is very nice. It's 3-pack. It was also on sale. And I am super duper happy. You can see how much of that was mostly clay. A lot of it. From here to here is clay. I am super duper happy. I have heard that Walmart has gotten their bake shop clay in. It is true. I don't necessarily use this by itself unless I'm making something like a pumpkin. That is solid. But I usually mix it with either translucent Sculpey from their other lines. Oh my god, my brain. Primo and Sculpey 3. I usually mix these clays, but I love their colors. It is a good color base. I did not buy all of them, but we got a lot of them. I'm so excited. Browns, teal, green. I really enjoy this green. This is a nice green for me to use. There are a couple of colors that were not in stock, like white, black, and tan. Yeah, there is no white or purple in stock. I did get blue. And there was only one teal. I'm looking at what I have, like, there's only one teal. So there are a couple of colors not in stock, which is fine. I did notice that the pink is a different shade of pink than it used to be. You can definitely tell that is like a hot pink and now it's like a pastel pink. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not whatsoever. Because Sculpey 3 and Primo has a like hot pink, a cotton candy pink that is very, very similar. So that's okay for when I ran out of this. This will be pretty, I think. It is a very nice, less hot pink. Also, this I pulled out. It's an older one I had. Sorry, I know I get excited over things. And I don't feel like I'm like, I feel like I'm super mellow and I don't know. Right now, that's how I feel right now. It's fine. I am good. I'm a little nervous. We're supposed to go out. Kevin and my father-in-law and I are supposed to go out to eat tomorrow. I get very nervous traveling. I'm a terrible traveler. I am. So of course I usually get nervous the day before. I'm glad I know about it. But I'm nervous. I'm a bit on edge right now. Just from nerves. But yeah, that was like stuff I got for my birthday that it's not a candle or Legos. I really, really appreciate it. I'm really happy about it. And I showed you what I made and I told you about the cleaning and literally nothing else has happened. Which is fine. Oh, I got paint a while ago. I'm like, I have new paint. It's just because I haven't I was using the paints to paint the little chibi dinosaurs, and I wasn't looking at where my newish color paints are that I got at Five Below. They had several different colors that I got, I want to say in June. But yeah, anyway. So that is essentially everything that's happened. It's not exciting. It's fine. I like it being mellow. We are kind of co-puppy sitting. The brother-in-law that doesn't live in this house with us, who's over in Europe, we're puppy sitting his little Pomeranian. Dad Carter is doing the majority of it. She is a daytime monster. And Kevin and I are just essentially, we are essentially just the cheer squad for him. But of course, we are helping him whenever he needs it. If she gets like out from beyond her barrier, which she has learned that she can do. She doesn't like being kept away from places where she wants to be. But she's a very cute dog. She is very sweet, very well mannered. She is just a lot. And I wasn't sleeping well this morning, today, and she got out of her barrier so many times. She got through the puppy gate so many times. And I caught her every single time. She's a sweetheart though. She's like, "You're awake, I love you." And I'm like, "Yes, I'm awake, but I don't want to be, so I'm putting you on the other side and fixing the fence, and you go back with Grandpa." So, but that's essentially it. I am just tired from not sleeping. I am still depressed, but I'm better. So that is good. I am also going to be talking to my doctor about this because this depression could also be part of the new medication I was put on. I was put on a very, very low dose that I think is supposed to help with depression and anxiety. I gotta look it up. But ever since I have switched and like all of the other older medicine has been out, I have been very just sad. I feel my feelings more than I want to feel them. So there is that. But it's alright. It really, really is. And I'm talking to my husband about it. He is very aware. He's very on top of things. He also checks in with me to make sure I'm doing okay for during the day. He already knows I'm nervous. He already checked in twice to make sure I'm not freaking out too much. I do have an anxiety pill I can take if I need it. So things are good. Alright, Elflings, I'm gonna let you guys go. Please have a great weekend. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.